Mafia Magazine Radio.
Hello, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, P? Is that you?
Yeah, this Cousin P. I barely can hear you.
Hold on for a second. How about now, baby?
Yeah, you sound a little bit clear.
All right, hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick. For all my listeners out there, man, I got the opportunity to sit down with one of our up-and-coming sensational artists, along with being a businessman, and he goes by the name of Cousin P. And we're going to sit down with Cousin P for a little while, man. He's going to let us know how the industry treating him in his side of town. So P, baby, what's good, baby? How life treating you these days?
Nothing much, man. Blessed, you know. Every day I wake up, that's a blessing. I'm talking about.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, let us know, man, exactly where you originally from and how long you've been doing the things you've been doing.
All right, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. You know what I mean? Born and raised there. I came to Sacramento, California when I was 17 to get a change of lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about? I started really taking music seriously when I came out to California in 2003 because, like, my uncles was doing music and my cousins. Now they're no longer doing it. I'm like the only one taking it seriously. So that's like pretty much my background on that.
Yeah, no doubt. So you, when you first came into the game, you came into the game with a couple of other cats, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That which was Cal Biz, my cousin Darnell, which goes by the name of D Glory. I forgot he's doing gospel music right now as we speak. So he kind of switched over to converted and gave his life to Christ. Okay. And my uncles Adam and Jimmy, they never really. They felt like they got too old. They got to a point that was too old. They still had the love for it, and they just, you know, laced our shoes on, you know, how to write your bars and deliver, make sure you're not cramming words in and stuff like that. So when you're on stage performing, you can move around and still have your breath as you perform it.
So actually, man, they gave you a couple of lessons, man, on actually how to actually deliver your music. You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
And a lot of people don't know how very important that is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might have the dopest lyrics in the world, but if you ain't got no delivery, then you just another cat off the corner. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? So what was the name of the crew, man, when you first started out? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I seen it in your bio, and it was you guys had a crew along with an entertainment company, didn't you?
Yes. Well, my uncle, he's still doing it. His is called Big Otter Records, but I don't think he's doing anything with it. So I started my own Money Change Enhanced Entertainment. The group was called Corner Boys, which is our last name. So I'm like, and then everybody just went their separate ways. And when I was in Detroit, I was in a group called Why Not See that was young and, you know, the N-word in charge. But, you know, once I came out here, I'm still like the one out of everybody that's really trying to push that issue.
Yeah, no question about that. So tell us, man, I got a couple of people tweet me right now, man, and they all curious to find out where did the moniker of Cousin P come from?
That name came about, my nickname is Peebo.
Okay.
I got that name, I guess, back when I was younger. I like telling people this, but back when I was younger, I used to kill myself with my sister used to always tease me. So that's how I got the name Peebo. When I came out here, I stayed with my auntie and her 5 kids, which is my cousin. My cousin Kaya just started calling me Cousin P. Right. So I figured that name sounded well better than the name I was going with before, which was Taz.
Right.
My motto is Cousin P. I want to become one with my music. I want to become a part of your family with my music.
Okay, no doubt about that. So P, man, tell us, man, like you know what I'm saying, where you actually derive your material from in the music that you make every day.
It all depends on, like, although, like I said before, my uncles, although they don't take it serious, they still give me concepts. Like my Uncle Adam, if you hear any songs that's like got that R&B feel and it's talking about relationships, that comes from my Uncle Adam. Just based on he been around longer than me, so he experienced way more things than me. He can put it to music and give me that concept, and then I just start writing off that.
Right. So that's where the material came from on your last album or your last mixtape.
Yes, it's a mix of everybody. I like when I go in the studio, I record in my house. It can be anywhere from just me and Adam, or it could be 5 or 6 people. We put on a beat and we come up with that hook. Once I got the hook, and after that, I write my own lyrics. But just getting that concept, because the average person who listens to music, the only thing they really hear is the beat and the hook.
Right.
If that's not going, then you might as well not even put a song out. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So P, you consider yourself, you know what I'm saying, like, break it down for us, man. Let us know, man, what it is, man, and whether you feel like you're a rapper or a lyricist, you know what I'm saying, and or what you may call yourself, you know what I'm saying? So give us a little insight, man, on exactly, man, how you feel about that, on how you would be labeled.
I can say for me, I really not say too much of a lyricist, a rapper. You can say that. I can say just call me an artist. Don't put me in a box.
Right.
Because I'm like just that's what I want to just label myself as an artist. I don't really say I'm a lyricist because as I listen to Common and artists like that, I'm still trying to get on that level. But I just feel like I'm a realist. I just speak the real. Like you'll get if you listen to a Cuzin Pete mixtape, you get everything from not just the street side, but the relationship side, being in love, getting your heartbreak. I talk about everything.
Right, no doubt. So coming up, man, when you first started doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Who was the person or persons, somebody that you actually kind of was listening to or was inspired by to make you say to yourself, I can do that, and not only can I do that, but I can do that well?
That number one person is still my favorite rapper and my idol, and that's Master P.
Okay.
And I've been a No Limit fan. I got every album you can possibly name, the new stuff that he's coming out with. And the thing I liked about him was he was a hustler.
Right.
Although now Master P may drop an album and it don't go, even if it go, he still have money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he taught me, if you get in the door, don't just focus on one thing. Start touching everything else, because music might not last forever. And that's just like that's what he taught me. Every though I never met the man, but that's what I got from him.
Right. And
his music, once again, you can get a Master P album and it make you want to go ride on somebody. Then he talk about Mr. Homies and stuff like that. So that's what I love that guy so much.
No doubt about that. And so here's something a lot of people don't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, early in the game, you had to kind of home in, or you had to kind of tighten up your business aspect of your game. You heard? And
yeah, most definitely.
Well, go let us know, man, about how that all came about, man, and the struggle that you had to go through to actually put it all together. You know what I'm saying?
The main thing was, it's like, everybody want to do music now. Now, you have some people that like to take advantage of other people who really don't know the music aspect of it.
Right.
As far as in, like, copywriting your music and stuff like that. And some people who've been in the game for a while that can hear something and know they can make money off that song and, like, sell your dreams.
Right. I
never really experienced anything like that. I always look at, when I'm watching BT and behind the scenes, how most artists always get taken care of. And when someone's famous that's that where I'm trying to get to, and they say make sure you do your homework. The business industry is 90% business and 10% talent. If you already if I'm watching you on TV and you tell me that, I'm gonna take heed to what you're saying.
Right.
That's just me. If someone tells me something, I'm gonna listen, especially if you're in a position where I'm trying to be.
Yeah, no doubt. So was it hard to actually transition from when you first started out? Was it a really heavy transition to go from being an artist and putting your music on records, along with actually being able to sit back and kind of understand the business aspect of what you need to do with your music once you put it down?
Yes, most definitely. That I'm still struggling with that still to this day, because I'm like, I want to be just go in the lab and do music and not worry about everything else.
Right.
But now that I have to focus more on the business aspect, that takes away from a lot for me. Recording, like especially me doing everything as far as like promotion and stuff like that, it takes a lot away from doing music. Now I understand when artists first come out and you hear them and they're very, very tight, and then once they start getting famous and you start listening to their music, like, man, their old stuff is pretty good, because now they're more focused on the business part and not the music. And it's very, very hard. I'm still trying to juggle that as we speak.
Well, it's definitely a juggle. You already know that. You know what I'm saying? So okay. So tell us, man, like, what your album that came out, give us a little insight on actually who's on it, who helped contribute to it. You know what I'm saying? And actually what about the title of it. You know what I'm saying? So, give us a little insight on how all that went down.
Okay, it depends on what album you're speaking about. I don't say album, mixtape, because I got a mixtape called out. It's not how much you make, it's how you spend it. Or the one that's dropped in January 21st, Born Real, Not Perfect. I always felt like the titles, for me, the title is what the first person see. I'm not just going to give it a title, hey, I'm rich or I'm black. I want to put meaning behind it. So when you look at it, it makes you think, it makes you want to, even if you never heard of me, just based off the title, make you want to grab and listen to it just because of what the title says.
No doubt.
Now, everybody that's on the album is anywhere from Stacks, Cal Beers, Young Versus, Adam is just a mix of pretty much the people that I deal with. The beats that I get from is like mostly like off sound clicks. I deal with like a bunch of different producers like Rio, Mario. It's just like a bunch of different producers that I deal with, but those two particular are the most ones that I deal with. But pretty much everybody that's on the album is just strictly family. I don't really too much deal with other artists. I just stay within my circle.
Well, let me tell you something. I can actually hear that as you be speaking. I can actually hear that in your voice, man, on how, you know what I'm saying, it sounds like to me how you keep it tight around your camp, and you know what I'm saying, and you keep everything close to the vest, you know what I'm saying, and you know, you keep those around you that you can trust, you know what I'm saying, and if they not really in the, you know what I'm saying, if they not really in the family, then you keeping them, you know what I'm saying, at arm's length, you heard?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so what's the videos, man? Give us a little insight, man, on your videos, man, and how those came about, man, you know what I'm saying, and some of the concepts, or who may have bought you some of the concepts, man, to help you derive some of the movies, some of the videos that you be getting done.
The videos, I actually only got 3 videos, and I got 3 more in the work as Anthony Shelty Productions. The guy, I love that guy to death. The first video we did was Across the Room. The concept is actually, he comes up with it. I give him the music, and I sit back and let him do whatever it is he want to do. He's more of a producer, not the type, okay, this is your beat. We're going to put you in front of a car right here, then we'll have you walking down the block and change your outfit. When you mess with Anthony Shelty, your video shoots is going to last anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, doing different things like you're already famous, because he's a perfectionist.
No doubt.
So I just give him my music, and whatever he see in it, I just go along with it.
Oh, okay. So I'm quite sure you got some input in that also, don't you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It might be a particular...
If it's something I don't like, but when you work with someone with so long, and they understand you, and they understand their music, and they know the boundaries to go and whatnot, I just let you do you and get your creativity outside. Like, for instance, like I feel like if it's something I don't like, I tell, but he understands me as a person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I let you do, you hear my music, I let you, whatever vision you see, go for it.
Right.
That's your profession, that's what you do. Like, if you come to the studio, let me do what I do. I don't need your input because you don't do music.
So tell us, man, you've been doing a couple of shows lately, man. How's that been going, man? How's your shows been going? I mean, I've been getting good feedback, man, about the things you've been doing. You know, they've been hitting me up, letting me know, man, that Cousin P is out there killing them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, give us a little insight, man, on how you feeling, man, when you get on stage, man, and you're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you kind of morph into somebody else? I mean, you know, give us insight on, you know, what P do when he do his thing.
Nah, like the tripped out part about it, before I perform, I'm always nervous. And the moment I open my mouth, all that nervousness come out. The thing when I'm performing, typically when you go perform anyway, it's mostly rappers, but I always like to do R&B songs, which I can stand out from the crowd. Because if you got 3 or 4 people ahead of you, and everybody rocking Nikes and rapping, talking about within the same subject, but they own feelings of how they want to speak about it, it's kind of hard to cipher, you know, different people out. So me, every song I do when I'm performing, I got to make sure I have an R&B hook to it. So at the end of the day, if it's 12 people and everybody else rapping and they rapping their hooks, you're going to remember me, because I'm the only person usually that turns out to be different. And besides that, females like to hear stuff that they can sing along with.
And I was just getting ready to say, so you kind of beat me to the punch, because that's what it sounds like to me. You sound like to me that you done figured it out. You know what I'm saying? That, like, not only do you need to do your music, but you also need to include, you know what I'm saying, some parts of it, man, where, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be very receptive from a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? And we already know who buy the most music, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing, man, that you was able to figure that out, you know what I'm saying, early in the game, you know? So
yeah, most definitely.
So here's a question I got for you, man. You know, like, you doing your thing already, you doing your music and all that. 5 years down the line, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be 3 to 5 years down the line, man, when we look 3 to 5 years down the line, man, you know what I'm saying? What should we be looking for Cousin P to be labeled as? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when we speak of Cousin P, man, what's the thoughts gonna come to our mind, man, when we talking about you?
I feel like the thoughts that I'm trying to put into people's mind when my name arises is just that artist that gives you that music from like back in the 80s, when you can get an album and you can listen to it, where you can get knowledge from, make you want to dance, make you want to laugh, put you in deep thought, give you food for thought. 5 years from now, where I see myself, if God's willing and music is what my calling is to do, hopefully just being successful and feeding my family. Yeah. That's my goal. And be able to go into any store, whether it's a mall or whatever, and be able to pick up a Cousin P CD and not just get it online. That's where I see myself in 5 years, as far as my music-wise. If it's God's, that's his vision that God has for me to do.
No doubt. For all my listeners out there, we got the opportunity right now to sit down with Cuzin P. And Cuzin P is letting us know, man, how he getting down, you know what I'm saying, and the things that he do to make sure his music get done. Hey, P, man, so here's another thing. Before we go, you know what I'm saying, I want to give you the opportunity to plug and shout out everything and everybody, man, that's helped you get to the point to where you are today.
The first person I definitely got a shout out to be Tanya Green. If she's listening, I love you.
Big shout out.
She's the one who introduced Tanya Green. She introduced me into Mafia magazine, and I wish her much success with her book that's already out.
Yeah.
Tupac equals the Outlaws, Mike and Men. I respect her for that, and my family. That, you know, everybody that got the last name Connor or affiliate with us. I just want to say thank you, but most of all, my fans, the people who I actually mail CDs out to, who give me their addresses and I mail them copies of my mixtape, or give me their email addresses and I email them copies of my songs and stay up to date. I would just like to thank them. And Elizabeth out there in St. Louis, I just want to say thank you guys with all my heart.
Yeah, no doubt. For all my listeners out there, once again, you heard it first right here on Mafia Magazine. I'm your host, Sangria, the Field Marshal, and I want y'all to stay around. Y'all stay locked in, man, because we getting ready to bang some of this Cuzin P music, man, for him to let you know how he getting down and the things that he do. Hey, P, baby, it was beautiful that you came out, man, and you spent your time with us, you know what I'm saying? And once again, man, no doubt, baby, and if there's anything that Mafia can do, you know what I'm saying? Oh, another thing, man, for all my listeners out there, make sure you go get the new issue of Mafia Magazine, because no doubt, because Cuzin P is in the magazine, baby. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna really get in depth with you on about how his career has evolved to what it is today, man. This was just a little short tidbit of what the man does. You know what I'm saying? But P, baby, hey, man, listen, man. Once again, man, you stay blessed, and may you always prosper in the things that you do. You heard?
Ain't with you, man, and everybody out there have a safe and positive New Year's. I love y'all.
No doubt, baby. Happy New Year's to everybody, and y'all stay locked in, baby. We got some Cuzin P coming right at you, baby. Hey, P, baby. God bless you, man, and Happy New Year's to you, all right?
You too, man. One love.
One love, baby. Peace.